Hello, my name is Simon Schur, and welcome to my tutorial on combination kicking. Most people, when they fight, throw single kicks. You're fighting, you throw a single round kick, a single punch, a single side kick. The chances of hitting with those single kicks are relatively low. The chances increase dramatically as you throw kicks in combination. Two round kicks, a round kick, side kick, or even the techniques in combination, a round kick, punch, round kick, or a side kick, punch, hook kick. On top of throwing combination kicks, if you throw the combination kicks to various diverse targets, you increase your chance of hitting even more. If you throw the first kick to the head and the second kick to the body, or if you do various different kicks, like a side kick to the body and a hook kick to the head, or a round kick to the head and a round kick to the body, round kick to the head and a hook kick to the body, or vice versa. The chances of successfully striking your opponent increase even more dramatically when the initial kick, or the first kick that you throw, is a fake out. Perhaps you throw a hook kick to the head, and the hook kick stops as soon as the person starts reacting to the impending hook kick, and then you throw a side kick to the low section. So you fake high, kick low, fake low, kick high. When you do this, the speed that the second kick comes at is going to be much faster, and the reaction time to recover from going to block the initial kick will be dramatically lessened. The less you telegraph a given kick, the more likely you are to strike your target. So even if throwing combination kicks, you throw kicks that are less telegraphed versus more telegraphed, you're going to have a much easier time hitting your target. It's much easier to see turning kicks and spinning kicks coming than it is lead leg kicks. So if you're going to throw a good combination kick, it's a good idea to start with a lead leg kick and either follow it up with a turning kick or throw both kicks with the lead leg. Some of my favorite combinations are a lead leg hook kick to the head followed by a lead leg side kick to the body in combination. And then after I've used that a couple times and struck my opponent both the hook kick and the side kick, I'll throw the hook kick until they react and then throw a side kick. I was recently at a seminar with Bill Superfoot Wallace, and he's also a big proponent of this combination. Another one of my favorites is a lead leg front kick followed by a round kick, and then making that lead leg front kick a fake and then throwing the round kick, because people will react dramatically to that lead leg front kick, especially if you throw it with a lot of ceremony and chutzpah. They'll drop their hand all the way to block it, and then you flip your hip over and throw that round kick to the head. A very effective combination. In all my tutorials, I'm a proponent of practicing the full range of motion technique, but when it comes to application, the full range of motion isn't always the best. When you cut the full range of motion down, still rotating your hips all the way and pivoting and throwing your full body into it correctly, but shortening the path that the kick actually takes, I call this a demi-kick or a partial kick. So when throwing combination kicks, if you make your initial kick or your secondary kick a demi-kick, those tend to go a little bit more quickly as you're cutting out some of the internal steps in the process of throwing the kick. I think it's important to reference Sun Tzu, the great military general who wrote the book The Art of War, in this tutorial, because he has some very important things to say on the nature of combination techniques or attacking various diverse targets. He says, "For should the enemy strengthen his van, he will weaken his rear. Should he strengthen his rear, he will weaken his van. Should he strengthen his left, he will weaken his right. Should he strengthen his right, he will weaken his left. If he sends reinforcements everywhere, he will everywhere be weak." This means that it's impossible to cover your entire body at once with the blocking tools that are native to our body. If someone throws a strike to our head and we block it, we're going to leave our stomach open. If someone throws a strike down low to our stomach, we drop our hand, we're going to be really far from our head. So it's impossible to be everywhere at once. And if we try, then we're going to end up being weak everywhere. It's impossible to cover everything at once. That's why we have to read telegraphs and try to predict what our opponent's going to do before they do it. A great way, the best way I've found to kind of solve this problem or work around it or even cheat, I describe extensively in my Taekwondo blocking tutorial. Deception is the hallmark of martial action. And sparring is, in martial arts, is no exception. A huge portion of sparring is deceiving your opponent into thinking you are what you're not, and you're not doing what you're doing while you're doing what they think you're not doing. Combination kicks are one of the best expressions of this martial deception. You have to make the opponent think you're going to strike high when actually striking low. Make your opponent think you're striking low when you're actually striking high. And once your opponent starts to expect this kind of deception from you, you have to create layers within layers. Make them think you're striking high, which makes them think you're actually going to strike low, at which time you're actually striking high. So the more levels of deception that you can take their mind through, the more moves ahead that you can think and plan in a sparring match, the more successful you're going to be. And the more skilled your opponent, the more talented he or she is at reading and predicting your attacks and your defenses, the more complicated and convoluted you're going to have to make your planning and strategy. Thank you very much for watching my martial arts combination kicks tutorial. Please don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe, and please check out the other videos on my YouTube channel.